pretty hectic day yesterday, right? I mean, good day for positioning on the short side for euro dollar, pound dollar, gold as well, where I was mentioning, yes, we did have this rally and then now coming back down. Euro JPY got hit the target there. Pound dollar as well. So I'm very intriguing with what's going to happen next, because tonight we're going to have, well, tonight for me, but maybe, today we're going to have the GDP from US. Okay, so that's going to be pretty interesting. And I just want to start asking you guys, what do you guys think about the GDP? You're looking more for bullish, bearish? What are you sort of expectations are? So let's have a look at this week. Let me take it off Italy, France, and China, because we don't have much happening from them today. So Thursday, here we are. This is on Australia time. Just remember that, guys. But here you go. So we had at 6 p.m. we had the German IFO business climate. Okay, that came in worse than expected, and that was pretty intense. All right. So this is why we had this rally down here. Let me put it in the 15-minute. There we go. So we had this rally up and then going down now. Interesting. Oh, sorry, this is not euro dollar. This is euro dollar, but still it's the same, very similar. Okay. Put in the 50 minutes, exactly similar. Euro dollar went all the way up and then now it's coming back down. So interesting, because we see euro dollar, we see pound dollar, we see pound, we see dollar, we see euro, we see CAD, we see yen, anything. And they are on an interesting way. The market moves is this data came in worse than expected and even worse than the actual previous. Okay. So what happens is the market goes the other way. Okay, we can see it right here. All right, let me grab my pen. So we could see this, that the market came in and did a bullish move. Okay, and then now it's doing the actual data release move that was negative, so coming lower. Okay, so I've been noticing it. All right, I've been noticing it, so that's interesting. But what is actual, what is the actual thing today? It's going to be the GDP for month over month and quarter over quarter. So the durable goods orders month over month and the GDP quarter over quarter. So that's the one that we're going to be waiting for tonight. Okay, that's where we're going to be having the last move of the month, pretty much, because tomorrow is Friday, and then next week is Monday and Tuesday, and this is it. Finish the month, and I'm not expecting anything huge, except for these two data releases, and the PCE on tomorrow. Okay, PCE here and here as well. Why is this important? Why is the personal spending month over month and the personal income important and the PC important for the market? Okay, because when we look, and I've always mentioned that already, it's all about the context of the market. Okay, so these ones are the most important releases of the week. One of the most important releases of the week, especially this one here. Okay, especially this one here. The PC, the price consumer expenditure, is the actual the month over month is the actual are weighted. Okay, we're waiting. No, we waiting. We are waiting. No changes from the previous to the consensus. 0.1 previous. Um, 0.1 consensus. But in my opinion, I will give it later. I do think that this will be positive for the US dollar and, bullish data. But still, so coming back to today, we're going to be having the GDP as well. So the market is pressifying a higher than the previous. Okay, so the market is waiting for a higher data than the previous data. So if we look here, the previous was 0.1% for the durable goods month over month, and the GDP quarter over quarter 1.4, and now they're expecting 0.3 and 2% respectively. Okay, let me see if someone is one. Okay, so this is what it's going to be. This plus the PC will be the last moves of the week. All right, let me just write it down for you guys. So last move, oopsie, last big move of the week will be on the release of GDP plus PC and then plus durable goods. All right. So these two data releases, well, these three data releases, two today and then two tomorrow. So basically four will be the actual last moves of the month. So now let's have a look where this can possibly happen, where these moves can possibly happen. All right. First, let's have a look at euro dollar. Okay. I do have some fortunately and unfortunately news, but let's have a look on that. So, okay, this is a 15-minute. Let me put into 1 hour. All right. All right. So here we have this box, right? But now we're probably coming back for a pullback. All right, somewhere around those levels here. We are, well, actually we've come already, right at this area. Okay, we've come at this area here. We can see this wick candle here. We've come there. But what I'm looking for is on the 15-minute, we have a little box here as well. But remember what I've said last time, this tends to hit on here. So I'm waiting for the market today to drop somewhere around 108, 180. So this level here, 108, 108, 180. So 108, 180. Is it 100%? No, it's not 100%, but I'm expecting it to go there. This is for euro dollar. Now, for pound dollar, a bit more clear. Okay, much more clear actually. Oh, this is a 15. Let me put in a 1 hour. Okay, so a bit more clear is next target somewhere around these levels. And then if we break through this area, then this is the main target, right? Because we do have a huge consolidation here. And may actually, let me tell you something. If we look more into a macro way for euro dollar, we do have this this sort of box here, but that's on the 4 hour, and it's too close to me, in my opinion. What I've seen already in this strategy. Actually, it's not that close, so that's fine. So here we have the main target. All right, 107 I would call as the main target for euro dollar. Okay, we did break this top, break this bottom. Now, what can possibly happen is we come back up here and then we go back down there. Okay, that is a very nice trade that would be lovely to carry. Okay, um, yeah, I think that that can works pretty well. Now, if we look to the pound dollar, same thing goes here. Okay, so we've break through this top, break through this bottom, came back here, and now we're possibly coming back down there. Okay. I think I was reading a research paper this week, and one of the institutions had a target on pound dollar somewhere around 126 500. All right. Let me see if I can find it very quick for you guys. But I do uh, very I'm a very strong believer that they were on 26 500. So that was the target for, I can't remember who it was, but they were looking at 26 500. I mean, technically looking at it, it does make a lot of sense. Okay. Break the top, break the low, now came back to the pullback and now coming back lower. So this was the first initiation. Okay. I would say, okay, let's drag the price down to that area. And once we drag the price down there, and then we go and move to other direction. Um, so yeah, that's my, I would say, trade idea for pound dollar. Now, gold is dropping. Does anyone know why? I want to see if anyone have an idea why gold is dropping. Please don't be shy to get it wrong, guys. Nope. All right. Sweets doesn't know. Stevo, do you know Stevo? Don't know. Okay. All right. So there are two main reasons. Okay. Let's have a look first at USD JPY. Right. So if we look to USD JPY, it has dropped 1,000 points. Okay. Since the top here, this top here, all the way down here, we've dropped 10,000. Oh, where is this? There you go. 10, 10,000 points. That is equivalent to 1,000 pips. 1,000 pips. So if you would, if you would to trade this market, like you have a small account, but you have a good leverage, you could open 0.10 lots, 0.10 lots with, for you have, if you have been trading Forex for a while now, you probably know that 0.10 lots, it's pretty small. Okay. You would have made $1,000 just on that. Okay. I mean, you could lost $1,000 as well if you went on the other direction, but this is the sort of move, okay, that there are opportunities in there. So now I ask you, now I ask myself, why did that move happen? Well, well, let's break it down, okay? Let's break through here, here, and then here, and then here. Okay, and now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there's pretty much 5 reasons why USD JPY dropped so much. Okay. First one is we've seen this rally insanely crazy. Okay. Then the the market was like, okay, we hit all-time highs again on USD JPY. That's the second reason. So first reason, a rally, very hard rally to the upside. Second reason is the market noticed that they were on the all-time highs. Third reason was the USA CPI. Third and fourth reason, okay? Actually, this is a move. It's a only one move, actually. So this one is 4. So the US CPI plus BOJ intervention, BOG intervention. Now, I've wrote a blog this morning on exactly that. And if you haven't yet read, go and have a look at it on ACY website. You can go into learn and then market analysis. Or yeah, I think it's market analysis. Not too quite can't remember now. But it's all right. So the Bank of Japan were much more smarter than they were before. All right. They were much more smarter. They were like, okay, so let me do like a little, right? This is my lamp. All right, this is my lamp. Let me just do something here. All right. So they were much more smarter than they were previously when they've done this intervention here. Okay. Why? Why they were smarter? Well, I tell you now. So the reason is, uh, yeah, I don't know much how to draw lamps, man. I'm a trader. I'm not. Let me draw it better. Um. Oh, it doesn't matter. I don't know how to draw a lamp. Anyways, so okay, so they were much more smarter at this time, just because they were like, okay, so the the yen is getting weaker against the US dollar. What is the only one thing that is stopping US dollar to go up fundamentally is the data releases. Okay. So they were like, okay, so if the data releases from US is weaker, then what happens with the US dollar? Then US dollar goes down. Interesting. Okay. They are the Bank of Japan. They do have very smart people inside there. And maybe some insider informations as well. Who knows? Um, like, well, wait a minute. So if the CPI comes, I'm sorry, I forgot to put the I here. So if the CPI comes lower, then US dollar will weaken, and then we can just dump another 5 billion Japanese yen sell on US dollars. That sounds smart. Let's do that. And that's exactly what they've done. So they've pretty much seen the data release and then they dumped it. Okay. Now, why is this fourth reason happening? There are two main areas. Okay. So this one actually stays from the four. So this actual move here is still another reason. And the other reason is the BOG. All right. So BOG is expected to increase, well, not increase, let's say, is expected to hike the rates. Okay. So this is causing the market to believe on a hike from the Bank of Japan. And as the Japanese yen is stronger, they oh, you wrote that? Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I've been talking about that for a while now. Um I don't know if you read from me or from any other sources, but yeah, I've been talking from that um for a while now. So the Bank of Japan is expected to hike on the 31st, on the 31st of this month. Okay, so let me put S7 here. So market is pricing a much stronger Japanese yen than before. Now, what happened? Did everyone had time to look it up all these notes? So now what everyone, I've been teaching you guys this for quite a bit already. When the rate goes up, what happens with the currency? The currency gets stronger and and it's not going to be different from Japanese yen. And I think actually that's going to be much more stronger than any other currency. All right. And the reason being is because they've been so negative, they've been into negative interest rates policy for 30 years, all right, for the past 30 years, that they hike this year only. Well, they did a hike, well, they come to negative, so to zero, right? So zero interest rates policy. But they hiked, technically they hiked, they came to zero. Anyways, done. So now they're going to hike to positive. This is going to be a huge step on the economy. And the market is believing on that because inflation came in a bit higher than the actual forecasted, and what the market was actually willing to take as another pause. Now it's time for a hike. So I do believe on that. I do highly believe on that. Now, where can USD head? All right. Um, some months ago, we were talking about 170, all right? USD hitting 170 until end of this year. That was pretty close, all right? So that wasn't much of a crazy call, I would say, because I was nearly right, all right? We went all the way to 162, 300, but because of the inflation numbers and so on, of course, I do get things wrong. So don't expect me to get everything right. Um, Let me zoom out from here. So where can we possibly head? Well, my first target is at 151, 200. Okay, so right at here. Let me just grab this horizontal line. So if the yen is stronger, gold will be weaker. Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna get there. So that's the point of my explanation about where can we see gold soon. Um okay, so that's the reason, one of the reasons I do believe that yen USD can continue to drop lower and lower to this area. And this is the first point of interest myself, okay? After that, we may come all the way down to 147. All right. So let me put it here. Okay. And that is because we do have, I would love to zoom out even more, but I can't. All right. Because we have a box here. And then remember what I've mentioned to you guys when you do this and then this, we have the target on here. All right. So we have the target on here on the end of this move down. So yeah, so that's exactly where I'm waiting. If we break through this area, sorry, if we break through this area here, okay, then most probably we can come down to there. All right, that's my take on USD JPY. Now, Steve asked me a question and about the stronger JPY would make a weaker US dollar. That is correct. Okay, so that's the thinking behind my trade on shorting gold to the area here of 2,330. But after that, okay, after that, I still believe on, let me zoom out. I still believe that we can go even deeper somewhere around this area. Okay. It's just pretty strange how the move on gold has been happening. So all-time highs came back down, all-time highs came back down, and now all-time highs and then came back down. I mean, I'm not waiting for a specifically, let me check it. Maybe this is just, oopsie, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, somewhere around this area. Yeah, most probably. That's what I'm waiting for. So I do believe that it's a good short on gold. Now, the reason is, so gold just hit an all-time high. All the investors know, all the traders, all the big institutions know that once gold hit all-time high, every time it goes down. Okay, so it just goes back down. We can see this the past 3 times, the past 2 times. Well, the past 3 times already, we can see this happening. Okay, so what's going on with Japan? Well, Japan is most probably going to hike interest rates on the 31st of this month because inflation is higher. So it's going to be good to have Japanese yens on your wallet. Lending those monies will be much better. Transaction wise would be much better, and Japanese yen will strengthen. So let's take the profits we make and put on Japanese yen and stick to Japanese yens. So that's exactly what they're going to be doing, and the gold will come back down as a naturally. It's going to come back down naturally because of the profit taking. Okay. Now, it's not only because of the profit taking, and it's not only because of the Japanese yen, and it's not only because of the US dollar and the US market. My friends, the AIs have been crashing. Okay, so let's have a look at, so the AI stocks have been crashing. Okay, let me have a look. Let's have a look here on NVIDIA. Right. So look at the price of NVIDIA for the last couple of weeks. All right. So NVIDIA has been rising so much, okay, all the way like from where it was. This was in 23. So less than a year ago, NVIDIA was trading on $40. Okay. 2 years ago, NVIDIA was trading on $28, $20, somewhere around these levels. And now NVIDIA was trading all the way to $140, but now it's 114. So 26 of a drop, very big drop, lots of gaps. Same ways went up, it's going down. So the stock market on US is crashing, okay? Is crashing because we did had S&P 500 this month as well. Let me check for you, S&P 500 as well. Oopsie, sorry, wrong one. There we go. So we did had S&P 500 crashing this month as well. Okay, so we've opened up the month here, and now we went all the way up, but then back down. Okay, so for me, this all the way up here doesn't matter anything because now we are in negative territory. Okay, so quite a big surprise. And another thing is that the Nasdaq. Let me grab Nasdaq here. Oops, sorry. Nasdaq 100 is dropping as well. Has dropped 7% from the top to the bottom, here to here, 7%. Okay. And I do continue that it can, and I do believe that this can continue to go lower. Right. Now, what does all of these big institutions have in common? Well, Nasdaq has the 100 biggest technology companies from US, S&P 500 has the 500, and Nvidia has the AI stocks. So everyone knows Nvidia as AI stocks. I'm not saying that AI is crashing. I'm not saying about that, but the AI stocks are crashing and therefore are looking at Nasdaq 100 and say, no, you coming with me. Um, and um, so I was just reading Steve here. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna get that in a second. So all of this is dragging the US market lower, but the US dollar is still up, and this is why I've made a video. Biden out, but not the strength of US dollar. Now, I do believe that gold can come back down, all right, because most of the investors are seeking USD JPY as safe haven. Well, sorry, USD, not USD JPY, Japanese yen as safe haven, right? So, but don't get me wrong, okay? The US dollar is still very strong, okay? Because if you look for Aussie dollar is is dropping very quickly, my friend. So that is a good trade as well. So I've mentioned about this trade over. So yeah, so US dollar is still pretty strong, and I do believe that euro dollar can continue to head lower. Okay, it's not about that, but it is pretty crazy scenario right now. Okay. Steve says a Japanese trade minister recently commented that Trump winning would be bad for their economy with his America First policies. Look, I don't believe that Trump winning would be bad for the economy. Okay. Maybe what could potentially happen is higher prices. Okay. And therefore market will classify as a bad scenario for the economy. But I do believe that higher gold prices is definitely a good trade to have on November with President Biden. Okay, let me just stop sharing my screen for a minute. Let's have a look at the seasonality for gold. I just need to turn it off my antivirus here. Okay, let me share back my screen. Let me log in into the terminal first. Okay, so share this one. All right. Okay, so let's have a look at gold seasonality. Hmm. Yeah. So September, October, November. So September, we can see August, we can see a down. We can see down. So July is expected to have a 2% increase in the month of July. So where did he start July? Yeah, July is right here. It's still up. It was expecting to be an up move on July. And then now we are expecting a down move for August and a down move for September. So if buying somewhere, I would be looking to go in long gold on September. Okay, somewhere around this. Pattern. Yeah, no patterns. What else? Um, the sentiment is, yeah, okay. Yeah, look, maybe we can, yes, continue to come back lower. Not this month, maybe next week or so. And then from there, we can see gold going lower. And I would be looking to long gold on the end of September. Okay. Damn, that's going to be pretty, they're predicting. So look at that. Since 2020, so 20, 21, 22, 23, 20, well, 23, gold haven't seen one green month on September. All right. But on December, they've always seen a up move. Okay. I wouldn't risk to, yeah, it's a pretty tricky scenario. But definitely September seems like a pretty bad month for gold. Let me have a look at TradingView because they have more data into the monthly charts there. Um let's go for the monthly chart. Okay. So all the months of September, is that correct? Yeah, September. So let's go last year. So 2022 here. Right, September. Okay, so this is the first September. Oh, let me grab the, so they had a pretty good, where east is now. Um I think, oh, there you go. Cyclical lines. So September, like August, September on this one to September on here. So yeah, look, negative, 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 negative. Well, one positive and then negative, negative, negative. What? One positive and then negative again, and positive and then positive and then positive, positive, negative. Whoa, this is insane. Since 2011, what? Gold have been seen. Um, okay, that's interesting. Very interesting. Um, that's just a data sort of data analysis. Okay, very, very intriguing. But yeah, look, if to be long in US dollar, sorry, to be long in gold, yeah, look, could be looking at um could be looking at September to long until December. Let's see December. Let's see how December goes. Um, this one here. Yeah, Decembers are always positive. Positive, 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 positive. Yeah, bullish, bearish, bearish. Yeah. It's very interesting to see this. But yeah, definitely there is a good opportunity there. All right, guys. Um, I hope I could help you all. We did had some decent trades this week. Euro dollar, pound dollar, gold, Aussie dollar. So I hope everyone is happy. And I'm gonna be ending now. Hope everyone have a lovely weekend ahead. And gonna catch up on next week on Tuesday. All right, everyone. Thank you. Oh, the DXY. Yeah, I can have a look on DXY, but I think we don't have data for DXY on. Oh, sorry. There we go. That's some monthly. I don't want monthly charts. Let's go for 4 hours. Yeah, now it's the thing. Okay, so there is a little problem here. So if we look back, um, if we look back, okay, we do have a box here. All right, so yeah, that's a tricky little void right there. Okay, if we see it breaking through this area, okay, an actual break, not like a shy break, then most probably we can see coming back lower. Okay, and then euro dollar could potentially go up because there's no such thing like to go here. I don't see this happening because they haven't broke through this area. Okay, so if we look, this is, oops, sorry, this is the point of the highest point for the pullback. All right, but it haven't broke through that area yet, so it's still on a downtrend. Now, for this to change, we need to get a breakthrough here, so then we could go somewhere around these levels. If we do get a breakthrough this area, then yes. Could this pattern be a reversal pattern in play, head and shoulders? I mean, I don't believe on patterns, but you know, if you want to call this a head and shoulders, yeah. Somewhere around here. Yeah, but you know, very hard to say. It's just patterns. Um, gbpusd today. Um, Look, mate, I do continue to believe gbpusd down at this level, and then after we break these, we're gonna come at 101.26600. That's my thought for pound dollar. Good to have everyone here, and I chat with everyone on next Tuesday. Muito obrigado. De nada. See you guys. Have a good weekend. Bye bye.